Alright then, so let's have a chat to Petrus and start with Sins of Sins of Father Petrus.
I'm happy you came to find me. Allow me to apologize once again.
So you
I
should.
should have spoken to you sooner, told you what I knew, and not betrayed your trust.
Indeed, you should have.
As I said, I'd like to make up for it and help you find your family again.
How do you intend to do that?
As you now know, I knew your mother. We had trouble communicating at first, of course, but we gradually learned to understand one another. She was important in her village. Based on what I know today, I think she was a Donegad. She told me her name, Arelwyn, and told me about her family. She even gave me a pendant for you. You were only a child, so I gave it to Mrs. de Sade for safekeeping.
She gave me a necklace when I went to say goodbye to her. She said it was a family heirloom.
Wow, there you
Did my
go.
mother tell you the name of her village?
No. But I'm sure the Norts can help us. They were the ones who took your mother to the continent.
It was such a long time ago. How can I find out if they remember?
The Norts record everything down to the gentlest breeze. They must have written something in a logbook somewhere. So, do you want to try and find out where you come from? Do you want to find your relatives?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. All this is so new to me. But I suppose so, yes.
Let's go then.
So keep Tiora, because I've got the feeling it's probably going to involve the natives at some point, so travel to the port. Bro! We're back, but different subject this time.
De Sade, what can I do for you?
I have come to talk to you about a personal matter.
After what I revealed to you, I was sure you would come back to find me. What would you like to know?
You told me that I was born on one of your ships, from a native captured on the island.
We'd like to know about this woman's origins.
I'm afraid I can't help you. I did not take part in those expeditions, and our old archives are far from here.
Is there no one on Tier-Fredy who can help us? Please.
Very well. I do know an old captain who could perhaps help you out.
Where can he be found?
His ship is moored in the port of Hikmet, if I'm not mistaken. His name is Captain Lissandro.
Thank
Okay.
you for your help, Admiral.
De Sade,
Yes, Admiral?
don't get too caught up in the past. That one in particular. Nothing good will come of it.
Whether or not we choose to get caught up in it, Admiral, the past always catches up with us. Sadly, I'm paying the price of this.
Exactly. That's true. Quite true at times. I think I know where this Lissandro person is. And I only say that because when I was wandering around exploring Hikmet, I saw a Nort that looked, I won't say out of place, but it looked out the way, shall I say. It looked like he was sort of the only person who was a Nort in the area, so not that that's exactly suspicious, but what was I going to do? I was going to do something, wasn't I? I can't remember what it was. Oh dear. Oh boy. Oh, hopefully I can remember.
Captain who took part in these expeditions is right here on the island.
It is indeed a stroke of luck. I hope he remembers my mother.
Do not worry. If his memory fails him, he may have kept his diary from that time.
True. That's a very good point, actually. Oh! You know what I just remembered? What I was going to do? I was going to switch it to daytime. I knew it was something so blatantly obvious. Oh dear. Hey! It's brighter! How did I not forget that at a moment's notice? A complete brain fade. Yeah, it is the same person, I thought. Get out the way! There we are. Lysandro! So you are Lysandro.
Hello there. My name is Desardet. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
I am Captain Lysandro. Pleased to meet you. I don't believe I've had the pleasure before. Yet your face seems familiar. How odd. Well, what can I do for you?
Ask about the port.
Do you know this port well?
Oh, I know it all right. I've been mooring my ship here for over 15 years. It's a safe harbor, well protected from the winds and away from the reefs.
And before that?
Before? I don't really know what you mean. Before, there was nothing but the coast itself, I imagine.
Okay.
Did you know the island before all the colonists arrived?
Yes. Now that's going back a bit. And it isn't a topic for somebody who isn't one of our own.
So tell me what it was like when the Alliance first began to settle here.
It was still wild, dangerous, and very beautiful. But all that has changed now.
Okay, yeah, that's obvious. Behekmet.
Did you see the city being built?
Almost before my very eyes. I saw it grow as fast as you're breathing right now. But it was barely more than a port and a couple of huts surrounded by forest in the beginning. Then the trees began to come down, and the houses began to sprout up. It happened at a crazy pace, but I'm not sure that many good things came of all that change.
That can happen at times. Yeah, about this kidnapping business.
Admiral Cabral advised me to speak to you about a matter of some concern to me.
The Admiral? Coming from a legate, I should have expected that. So?
You're the only one on this island that can help me.
Really? Oh, I think I understand. That's why your face looked familiar. The congregation is good at keeping its secrets, isn't it? This story is not a new one.
25 years. 25 years since the Nauts brought a woman who was captured on this island to Serene.
I remember, and yet it wasn't the first time. But on that occasion, a child was born.
So you can understand why we'd like to learn where this captive came from.
Exactly, yeah.
Yes, yes. I have seen more than a few Nauts looking for their parents.
Oh, really?
But what have you got to do with all this?
I met that woman in Serene. I got to know her well.
Listen, it's not that I don't want to help you, but my memory is no longer what it was.
What about your journal?
I wasn't the captain at the time. I wasn't the one who decided where we moored the ship.
Oh, okay.
So I don't see how I can help you find out where this woman came from.
What about that? Oh! Thank you, intuition! Beautiful!
You said it yourself, Captain. You've come across more than a few Nauts looking for their parents. Sea-born, sea-given. All of them were torn from their roots, even if they found a new family. And you've clearly had the same experience.
Absolutely. You are indeed the child that was born on our ship. You speak like one of our own. Very well. I need to look in my old logbooks. I'm sure I'll find something. Wait for me here. I'll be an hour at the most.
They keep a
Here
checklist
it is.
records, so...
I found my old logbook. There's
Good.
a passage in it that would probably interest you. Your mother came from a village on the plains in the southeast of the island. I'm talking about a place where the bones of the whale are visible from the coast.
Oh!
I believe the natives call it
Vignamri.
Vignamri.
Yeah.
Thank you for this information, Captain.
It's nothing. I'm getting sentimental in my old age. Good luck to you.
So
Thank
here you are on the verge of discovering your mother's village, of finding your own people. How do you feel?
I don't really know. I'm a little lost, I suppose. All of this is so new to me.
Sure
I
would be.
understand. Mrs. de Sade was loving. She raised you with tenderness. And today you learn she is not your real mother. I'm sorry.
Well, I reckon she did pretty well in her stead. Let's be honest. I mean, okay, all things considered, yes, I know. But seriously, when you think about it, I mean, she's obviously grown up fairly happy, you know. Not too much to complain about. Apart from certain betrayals, but, you know, generally. What the hell? Oh, seriously. I'll take that sword to you in a second. Ah.
The fiery flasks, you'll find the quintessence of
Yeah.
the best potions.
So she's 25. Okay. They were right about, you know, look young, but hey. Right. Vignamri. Let's head over there. The village of ancient bones. And that's why I brought Siora with us. I haven't actually gone ahead and switched out any of the any of the armor sets yet for me. I haven't improved all. I've been busy doing stuff, so. Right. Uran, let's have a word with you, please.
To what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
About our real mother.
I recently found out that my mother came from your village.
Your mother was from Vignamri. Now I understand why your face seems so familiar to me.
Indeed. She was captured before my birth and sent to the continent.
She was called Arelwyn. Did you know her?
Of course. Everyone here remembers her kidnapping.
Oh wow, okay.
Could you tell me more about that?
I was not the head of the clan back then. It was a very long time ago, but I remember the village Denegad. Kidnapped by the people of the sea. All our warriors set off to her rescue. But it was all in vain. Most of them died, including the one she loved. It was a dark day, in which our village lost its knowledge and strength in one blow.
So my father died too.
Jesus.
Do you know if any members of my family are still alive?
Yes, Slan, your mother's sister.
Okay.
She then became our Donegad.
At least we got
She
some
was
relatives.
never able to match her sister's talent. Too much knowledge had been lost. Relwyn was a renowned healer across all of Teofradi. Taking her place was not an easy task.
It's not surprising that she was of interest to the congregation. They probably hoped she could help them find a cure for the Malachor. But all alone, far from the island. She was just a young, frightened woman who had lost all her powers.
Do you know where I can find my aunt?
You could try her house, but she's rarely there. She is an elderly woman now, and very much enjoys her own company. She doesn't speak much to me. But others here can probably tell you where to find her.
Thank you, Ulan.
Anything else?
Nah, not now.
Nothing. I must go.
What do you think of the chief of your village?
He seems quite friendly. compared to the others we've run into.
A bit too friendly, if you ask me.
Yeah.
A little too concerned with pleasing the settlers.
And do you think that's a bad thing?
He reminds me of myself when I was younger. And that's not a compliment. My fear is that he serves his own ambition. And this is often done at the expense of others.
Pretty much what happened earlier on when I stuffed up and didn't go to a meeting point. I waited too long and it expired when this thing happened with the Bridge Alliance and some sort of deal was made. And Moran or Morlan or what have you pronounce it, the other Mal or Dornegad, whatever it was, he died, I think. So yeah, I don't trust Ulan. I've held a bit of a grudge against him ever since that. I don't know. We'll see.
There's no one here. Let's go and ask the inhabitants of the village if they know where to find her.
The islanders protect their Donegad. I don't know if they'll speak to some Renaigse.
Don't forget, you are one of them after all.
Yeah, well, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work, Petrus, but we do have the face, so the visual's going for us, which helps.
Hello.
Renaigse. Do you need help, Renaigse?
Actually, yes. I am looking for the village Donegad.
Oh. And what do you want from her?
Ulan told me that she could help me to find someone.
Ulan must have wanted to play a dirty trick on you. There's no love lost between Ulan and the Donegad. She says that he loves the people from your island too much. But Ulan saved our village. Anyway, if you want to find her, try heading towards the western plains. I am not sure if she is there right now, but she likes going for walks there.
I am extremely grateful.
Thank you. Wow. That was easy. I was kind of thinking I'm going to have to convince her or something. No. Mind you, a face of a Onomanawi, but we wear the clothes of a Renaigse. Bit of irony there for you. And now, for those of you who might be wondering, oh, have you forgotten about the other little side missions and all like pest control and all that? No, I haven't. It's just that, yeah, I'll do that maybe towards the end. So, I'll just go straight through. These guys aren't going to be too powerful, I don't imagine.
Maybe enlightened protect me in this battle.
God, these guys are growing a backbone? Huh. Wow, I'm just surprised. Huh. But what I'm going to do is I'm planning to, because the glossary has all the information about all the characters, like a bit of a bio. So what I'll do is when we get to a point of no return, before we, go and start the missions, which will be at the point of after the point of no return, I'll actually go through the glossary in one go and just go through the characters. Go through the bios about them.
Surrounded by animals. It looks like she may be in danger.
Maybe enlightened protect me.
Hold on.
How do you feel, madam?
Well, thank you for stepping in. I don't understand what has happened. Usually these animals accept me. Something must have frightened them.
We are glad we arrived at the right time. We would have been very upset if something had happened to you.
Excuse me, but are you Slan, the Donegad of Vignamri?
Yes, that's me. Were you looking for me?
Yes, we were. If you would allow us, we'd like to accompany you and tell our story along the way.
Very well. I will walk by your side.
This is the story we have pieced together.
I just can't believe it. Yet, if I think about it, your face reminds me of hers.
My mother, or better, the woman who raised me, gave me this necklace.
A Relwyn gave it to me, to give to her child, and I passed it on to Mrs. de Sade.
It looks familiar. Your father had given it to your mother when they bound.
Oh, okay.
It's good that you are wearing it today. My poor beloved Relwyn, who died far away from us all, and divorced Tierce. I still miss her so much.
She wanted me to help her die. But I was unable to do such a thing. Someone would have figured it out. I would have been sent back to Ptolemy, and I would have lost everything. So I watched her suffer. And one day she died.
Petrus, I cannot hold it against you for letting her live.
No, you don't understand. I loved her.
Oh, what? Wow,
I
okay.
loved her, and I didn't even have the strength to end her suffering.
Wow.
She's the only woman I've ever loved.
Oh, wow. Oh.
I never would have guessed.
Revelations.
Everyone loved Relwyn. She was marvelous. You cannot blame yourself, man of the light.
Oh, that's some solace then.
What's more, you brought me her child. For that alone, she would forgive you if she were among us. All is well now. The child of Tia Fradi has returned home, and with him, the spirit of his mother. You are home, my Duktaram. Welcome.
Petrus, I wanted to thank you.
Thank me? Despite everything you know about me?
You may have been a bit cowardly in the past, to the point of letting the woman you loved suffer. You were manipulative and you lied to everyone, including yourself. But thanks to what you've told me, I've been able to find my family and my origins. And for that, I thank you.
My child. What you're saying touches me more than you can imagine. At least I've done something good for once in my deceitful life. For you and for her.
He's made
I
some
hope the
reprimands.
enlightened will remember
That's
this
good.
when I stand before him.
Oh, friendly with Petrus. Wow. But that's a bit of a glaring error there, because it said that he has the spirit of his mother instead of her. Well, a female character and it said him. That was just an error in the writing there. Other than that, wow, some revelations there by Petrus. Huh. Now, what does Petrus give us again? Good. Charisma. Well, we're already stocked up on charisma, so that's not really that much to worry about. Alright. Those done. So I'll get these so I'll probably do these off. I'll leave off screen. I'll go do it next day or so. I'm not really sure. We'll see. But I think now I'm going to focus on Constantine's fate. Now, I actually agree with Vasco in one aspect, or was it Kurt who said it? That, well, frankly, Bridge Alliance just got all sorts of weird crap going on, going after natives. Apparently some doctor is silly and he looks like he lives in Hikmet, so I'm not sure I can trust them. Look, the Order Luminous have done enough to corrupt the people of Teleme, so we're gonna go to Winshavier. Go and find a healer in Winshavier, I think. Ouch. Cool. Heaps of carrying room. Winshaganor. Winshanye. Winshef. Winshanye. Oh god, I can't even say it now. I've now just pronounced the entire region name, I can't even say the other one. Winshanye. We'll find out. Winshavier. Winshavier? Oh, that's about as close as I'll get, I think.
Quiz! Get out! Who do you think? One of those mind shakers, no doubt.
Aiden, it is your duty to assure we are not interrupted.
1,000 pardons, Tien. It is indeed one of those mind shakers.
A mind shaker? Look at him more closely, Aiden. He is an Almanawi. Present yourself and tell me why you interrupt our ceremony.
My name is Desade. I have come looking for you to ask for your help.
I greet you, Donegad. We are so sorry to have interrupted your ritual. But my friend truly needs your advice.
Don't excuse yourself. Are you the daughter of Bladnid? Are you not a Denegad as well?
It is true, but my powers of healing are far less powerful than your own.
And you travel with a mind shaker. Strange trio.
I am Bishop Petrus, but I am not a mind shaker. A missionary. Why, pray tell, are you asking?
There are people wearing the same insignia that pass their time troubling the minds of my people.
Missionaries? I was not aware. I'm only here to accompany my friend, I assure you.
That's true.
He is not a bad man, Donegad, even if his beliefs are foreign and strange.
Then, how can I help you?
My cousin suffers from a terrible sickness. The Malikor.
I do not know this sickness. But perhaps we call it by a different name.
It turns the blood black and provokes terrible suffering. And alas, it is fatal in all cases.
We've never seen the ailing touched by such a sickness. And I doubt I am able to heal your cousin.
We are looking for a remedy, but urgently need to relieve his pain. Could you slow the progression of the sickness? Keep him from suffering?
In that, I can help you.
Awesome.
I know how to make one forget the pain, even the most severely wounded.
But Tiern, with all that is happening now, you cannot leave to visit this ill person.
It is true. My village needs me now. I cannot leave. I must attend them.
Can we help?
What is going on? Perhaps we can help you.
Truly? You?
Yes.
Do they have a choice, Aiden? They do really seem to have need of me, don't they?
Well then, tell us what we need to do.
The situation has become unbearable. And it all started when these mind shakers began arriving. They wanted to convert everyone and take them to another place. Turn them away from us. And of course, the village folk would not be persuaded. But the mind shakers remained.
And it was also at that time the Tenland started to attack. It is not their way to do as such.
There are many wounded. And recently, many have gone missing.
Oh, wow.
We must discover from where these monsters come.
That's good,
I can
yeah.
try and talk sense into the missionaries. Perhaps with the help of Bishop Petrus. As for the attacks of the creatures, I will see what I can do. But I need more information.
our master hunter, or the families of the Taken, could most likely help you.
Very well. I'll take care of it. Make preparations to accompany us. The days are burning like very thin candles.
Do not worry. If you see to the concerns of my village, I will be most happy to accompany you.
Let's go and see this Master Hunter. He should be able to tell us more about these attacks.
Yeah, good idea. Let's meet this Master Hunter.
Good day. Are you the Master Hunter?
Beortir tu madre, Naixe. I am indeed one and the same person. What do you want of me?
About the Tenlands.
What can you tell me about the Tenlands?
They are normally very peaceful creatures. Very calm. But who defend their young with fury. During the attacks, I noticed that they were not all the same. Not all from the same nest.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean?
That the other beasts don't come from here, but from other places. And that they are coming more and more often.
That's not a good sign.
The Donegad Katasach spoke to me about the animal attacks. Could you tell me more?
The Tenlands have been angered. They are very angry. The beasts have always lived here. But they only attack if we tread near their nest. Of late, they attack on sight. There have been many wounded. And some of our young have even disappeared. It may be that the Tenlands killed them, but it is also possible they followed the missionaries.
Ah, okay. Yeah, what about... who are these victims?
Were there many victims?
Many wounded. Thanks to the healing powers of the Donegad, they survived. But the attacks happen more and more often. And they come with greater fury. I try to chase them away. To destroy any nests that I found. But still, more of them come. And now our children disappear. The stress alone could kill our village.
Can you tell me who they are?
A young fisherman and a gatherer. You will find the sister of the woman and the brother of the man in the village.
I will go and see them.
Okay, cool. Yeah, why are they so aggressive?
Isn't it odd that these creatures who are normally passive have become so aggressive?
Yes. Yes. This has never happened in my lifetime.
What do you know? Speak. Lives are at risk.
I do not speak of things I am not sure of. The Renaigse, like you, do not understand the bond we have with nature.
Okay, that's a very fair call. How do we defeat them?
I believe I can help you in your fight against the Tenlands. How would you advise me to go about it?
You must destroy their nests. It's sad, but the only way to stop their numbers growing. There are most likely 3 around here. I can point you in the direction to one that I discovered. I would have taken care of it, but my village cannot spare my presence here. I must keep watch. I did not find the 2 others. Some in the village may know where to find them.
Okay. And how would I go about destroying the nests?
You must burn them and kill the dominant one, or else they will build again. We see them especially at dawn. After that, we no longer see them. But be careful, Renaigse. The night belongs to the Tenlands. That is when they are most awake. Going out at night is very dangerous.
I thank you for your advice. We shall go and destroy the nest come dawn.
Supposed to help. Do you need any extra help?
Is there anything that we might be able to do for you?
Besides destroying their nests and fighting the Tenlands?
Yeah.
Do you know the art of crafting weapons? Our artisan was among the wounded, and my weapon is broken.
I can try to repair it.
Here, in this condition, it is of no use to me at all.
Cool.
I must be going. Katazak advised us to speak with the families of those missing. Perhaps they might know where the Tenlands have built their nests. Here is your weapon. It is just like new.
Thank you. You have given it back its purpose. It belonged to my master before me, and you have understood its nature. It may be that you are more on Almanawi than Renaigse, and that you will one day see as we. During my walks, I saw a great Tenlan of clear skin. The others seemed to follow him.
Oh wow, okay.
Felt that he called them, that he fed them rage, and that his place is not here.
Why didn't you try to kill it?
He is very strong, and the others protect him. I was only able to track him to his lair, a cavern.
I think I know where that is.
I placed traps all around it, but all were avoided. He is clever.
You say he doesn't have his place here. What do you mean?
That he was brought here to attract the others and make them rage. By men, the Renaig say. But I cannot prove this. That is why I did not wish to voice these thoughts. I feel it, nothing more.
Going by his intuition.
I must be going.
That. Right. We're going to speak to the missionaries after this, find out what the hell's going on from their side.
Good day. I have been sent here by your Donegad. He asked me to help you.
I hope he is right, and that you are not like the Mind Shakers. My sister has gone missing.
It is for that very reason that I am here. To attempt to find her, or to understand.
Then I will tell you what I know.
Awesome.
Your sister, what does she look like?
She is a very beautiful young woman. Kind and sweet. I miss her so very much.
Is she very careful? Does she know she should be wary of the beasts?
Oh yes, she knows it very well. But she has been star-eyed of late. And the stars make you forget all caution.
Okay.
How long has she been missing?
2 nights have gone by since. She told me that she was going to gather berries. It was early in the day, but she never returned. I called for her from the edge of the village, in vain, and the Tenlands were roaming.
Do you know where she usually goes picking?
Certainly, in the clearing. We find a great many berries there.
What about enemies, if any?
Is there anyone in the village that might want her harmed?
No. No, everyone loves her. Maybe a little too much.
Why do you say that?
She is beautiful and young. The Mind Shakers took notice.
Oh boy.
And the boys of the village did as well.
What do you think likely happened to her?
She might have been attacked by the Tenlands. But it was early, and they come out mostly at night.
You think it might have been something else?
I hope. Even if it is a strange hope. Perhaps she was taken by the Mind Shakers. They were pestering her the other day. They behaved without respect. A boy intervened and chased them off.
But do you think that they might have captured her outside of the village? That merits inspection.
Ah, right. I won't talk to her about these, because
I must leave now.
leave that for the Master Hunter. Oh, it's over there, okay.
Good day. My name is Desar Day from the congregation. I've been told that someone dear to you has disappeared.
Yes, my little brother. He left to go fishing, like every day, and he did not return.
Your Donegad asked me to help you. Any information you can give me would be very useful.
This is true? I hope your words to be heartfelt. My insides are twisting in fear that my brother is lost.
Oh dear.
Can you describe your brother for me?
He is young, rather tall and strong. The girls find him handsome. He is such a nice boy, but he is wild off the tether, and often his curiosity gets him in trouble.
Oh, okay.
Can you tell me more precisely when he disappeared? Where and under what circumstances?
It was 2 days past. I saw him leave to go fishing, as he was often to do.
And you cannot remember anything out of the ordinary?
No, he was full of joy, full of life. I am so worried about him.
Okay.
Did your brother have any enemies?
No, I can't think of anyone who would plant strangleweeds in his garden. Perhaps a youthful rivalry. He didn't get along particularly well with the Master Hunter, but it was nothing serious. Perhaps the missionaries. He did get into a fight with them, but they surely wouldn't have taken him.
That could be a lead. Was he close to anyone?
He has been dreamy and more joyful than usual. Those are the signs of someone stricken with love. But he no longer wants to share secrets with me. He told me that he has grown beyond the shadow of his brother, and the birds in his branches are his.
What do you think most likely happened to him?
He could have come face to face with Tenlands. They've become angry of late, but he knew how to avoid them. He might have had a run-in with the Mindshakers as well. He got into a fight with them a while back, because of a young girl in our village.
You think the missionaries might have sought vengeance?
I don't know. But he might have went to find them in their village. He bears no good feelings towards them.
I will go and see. Maybe they can tell me more.
Okay.
I must be leaving.
Right. Alright. I'll tell you what, we'll take a break here. And come back, we'll head over to chat those missionaries. There's actually a couple of missions I think we need to collect as well, so... Excuse me. Thank God we got Petrus with us, because... we can use his very charismatic silver tongue. And his influential presence would be very, very useful and welcome. And then we'll find some hopefully alive villagers and kill some Tenlands. Catch you next time.